and adventurous. Jake Shimabukuro's new album, The Greatest Day, on sale August 31st. Hailed as the Jimi Hendrix of the ukulele, Jake brings a magic only he can to his latest musical journey, including his take on classics like Eleanor Rigby and an epic rendition of Hallelujah. Jake Shimabukuro's The Greatest Day is available in CD and vinyl August 31st. Jake Shimabukuro, The Greatest Day album pre-sale available now. Information at jakeshimabukuro.com.
Aloha, this is Jake Shimabukuro and you're listening to KPOA 93.5.
Island Boys, the greatest day ever. Jake Shimabukuro and Call Me Up. The greatest day ever. Hi, Jake. How are you?
Aloha. Thanks for having me. You guys always so supportive. You know,
every babes.
Time I do something, I appreciate it so much. You guys are the best. Thank you.
From Pure Heart Days, babes.
I know.
Pure Heart Days.
I was thinking about that. That was back in 1996 when we released our first album.
Lahaina Cannery Mall parking lot, babes.
Wow.
And we still play those music today, Jake. We still play them.
We still play Pure Heart. That was an awesome,
thank you
awesome
very
trio.
Much, man.
Finally.
That was so my favorite memories, you know, playing music was with those two guys.
Right?
Really, really loved it, yeah.
You know, I love the name of the CD, The Greatest Day, because every day we wake up, we consider that the greatest day.
Yes.
Every day.
That's true.
Such a blessing.
Yeah, just being great, you know, being grateful just to, wake up in the morning.
Right?
And see a lot.
But what's your manao on the greatest day? What happened? Your child was born, you got married, what's going on? What?
Yeah, you know, I think for me, you know, I guess when I first met my wife, you know, because when we after meeting her, you know, my life changed so much, and you know, and we have 2 kids now, and you know, just my in-laws, my extended family now. I mean, just, you know, it's just so much. She's brought me so much joy, and so I got to say, you know, I think that was one of them for sure.
Right on. So, like, how do you...
Not to get all like...
Oh, no. That, you know, it is the greatest day. It is. We realize our blessings. But when you put together all the songs of the greatest day, I mean, you could play anything, jazz, funk, blues. You know, how do you choose what you're going to put on the album?
Well, it's funny, like this, you know, with this record, we did a lot of... you know, because my last album was all original music, right? It was called Nashville Sessions. It was my first all original record.
Right.
And that one, you know, I was really experimental with that. We went kind of way off into left field, but you know, I think with this one, I tried to have a good balance of experimentation. You know, using different kinds of sounds on the ukulele, like a lot of the overdriven distortion sounds, but I even used some wah-wah effects on it, and just all kinds of different things, you know, but having a good balance of acoustic and electric sounds, and then also having a good balance of original material and cover tunes. You know, that's why this one, there's a lot of songs like this. You remember the Zombies, Time of the Season, Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. I even covered my first Jimi Hendrix tune on this album. So, you know,
you should hear me karaoke that song 2 years ago. You should hear me karaoke to Island Boy for Time of the Season, babe.
Hey, anytime, man. But what for me, what was the most rewarding was after we recorded the record. I remember I took it to my parents, and I gave one copy to my dad, one copy to my mom. You know, it was the final mix and all that, and they both told me this is their favorite album of that I've recorded so far. So
wow.
You know, so that's so good. And I think it's because there's a lot of you know, there's a couple songs from the 60s.
Oh,
and I mean, we even did like an Ed Sheeran tune. We did Pay-Per-View on this one, Hallelujah. You know, so there was something for everyone. And then the original songs are just, you know, they're pretty diverse, and I think it shows a lot of the different influences, you know, over the years.
Were you even born when the Beatles were in their heyday? I don't think so. Eleanor Rigby. Yeah, babes, you're awesome. It's an awesome city. And isn't your mother like your mentor, your idol, your
Oh yeah, well she was the one that
inspiration?
played ukulele. So when I was
Right?
about 4 years old, she sat me down and started teaching me. And if it weren't
Right.
for her, I wouldn't be playing today. I started, of course, my mom started teaching me early on. Then when I was about 6 years old, I went to Roy Sakuma's ukulele studios, and that's where I studied for a good 6 years, I want to say. And then after that, I went to guys like Herbosa Jr., I went to Byron Yasui, I went to Tracy Torada, I went to Gordon Mark, I went to Ryan Tolentino, which, so I had a lot of different teachers, growing up. So I was very, very fortunate, and even to this day, I mean, I just feel so blessed, that so many of these, wonderful players and these mentors for me, really kind of took me under their wing and showed me stuff, taught me. Even Daniel Baduria, the son of
Nelly
Don
and
Baduria. I remember Daniel one day, he sat down with me, and because I when I found out he was the son of Don Baduria, I grew up listening to Don Baduria, so I must have just been like a teenager. But when I met Daniel, and Daniel was like, I said, Daniel, I used to listen to all your dad's records, and his triple strum. Like, how does he do his triple strum? And he showed me how he did his triple strum, and I was like, wow. So I practiced all the time. So so I learned from him how his dad used to do all that triple strumming patterns. And then Kelly Boy DeLima was another big. He was one of my teachers too. He sat down, would spend a lot of time with me, teaching me how to play. Teaching me different things, chords, and different kinds of stuff on the ukulele. So yeah, so I was very fortunate.
So really and truly, how much percentage is natural ability? How much percentage is desire, and how much percentage is practice of your prowess? Of your prowess.
I don't know. Like to me, I don't. I think there's no substitute for practice. Just practice and hard work and just doing it, repetition over and over. Some people can have. I think that there are some. I think certain people they have like maybe a physical advantage to do certain things, or but I really think that if you put the time in, if you really, really put the time in, the focus, but the most important thing is you have to practice the right way, right? Because if you're doing something over and over and over the wrong way, or in a way that's not efficient or productive, then that doesn't really do much for you. So you got to make sure that you're practicing things the right way, and it's like anything else, right? It's like in golf, in tennis, in any kind of sport or anything out there, right? There's a right way to do things where over years people have learned different ways to different. You have to have a certain form when you do things, because it utilizes the muscles in the right way, and you're making the most efficient use of your energy and things like that. All of those things apply to the ukulele, and that's the kind of the physical side. But there's also a mental side to it. Like the way you focus, what you're thinking about, how you're perceiving what you are doing, and just the kind of the choices and the decisions that you make as you play. And then the third part is of course just the emotional, right? The emotional aspect of it, the emotional, the spiritual, whatever it is, that kind of that intangible side of music,
Now
and when you put
know.
all those three things together, that's the ultimate, right?
Now you guys know how to be Jake Shimabukuro. He revealed the secret. That's
man, I'm trying to figure all that stuff out. It's like I think you can spend your whole life trying to understand that, and you can never practice enough.
Jake, where is that CD available?
You can get it online. You can get I'm working with Island Heritage now, and so they've been kind of distributing my my new album everywhere, and they're so nice. They're the
Yes.
nicest people,
Very
and
nice.
I just feel so grateful that they took me into their family and their ohana. So so I'm with Island Heritage Music now. So wherever you can find Island Heritage stuff, then my CDs will be there.
Well, we appreciate you and good luck and always have the greatest day.
Well, thank you. I miss coming to Maui, and I
Right.
have to come by soon. I gotta come by the studio every time we do these phone ones, but I like come back in the studio again.
Right?
with you guys.
We like watching
next time I'll
flying
come.
fingers. That's why.
Yeah.
Have an awesome, greatest day, Jake Shimabukuro. Mahalo for calling, babes.
Thank you very much. Aloha. Thanks for the support.
Aloha.
Okay, take care.